Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis, she sits on the House Ways and Means Committee, joins us now. Congresswoman, Merry Early Christmas Eve. Thank you for taking time. There was so much in that speech, well over an hour from President-elect Trump. What stood out to you?
Well, as you can see, the excitement is building. It's less than a month to go. We cannot wait for President Trump to return to the White House to put an end to President Biden's nightmare. The American people have suffered greatly over the last 4 years. And what really, stands out to me is obviously the border is a major issue. Being that I'm from New York City and we see the crisis that has unfolded here with illegal immigrant gang members and traffickers who have wreaked havoc on our city. And then our mayor and governor have expected us to pay for them to live in luxury hotel rooms. It has to end, and it will end. And just yesterday, you saw a horrific incident where a woman sleeping on the train was lit on fire by a Guatemalan migrant. That has to stop. That is so upsetting just a few days before Christmas for that to happen in our city, but it was allowed to happen because our city refuses to cooperate with ICE to deport individuals. And so we need President Trump and Tom Homan desperately to come in and clean up our city and secure our border, put our national security and the public safety of our citizens first.
And President-elect Trump is saying that he is going to unleash a massive slew of executive orders on day one. So we will see where that goes. Let me ask you what you made of his comments about DEI. We've heard so much about it and reported on it here. He spoke about that yesterday. Take a listen.
Against him.
And I'll end all of the Marxist diversity, equity, and inclusion policies across the entire federal government immediately. And at the same time, we will ban these unlawful policies from we're going to ban them from the private sector as well. In America, we believe in the merit system.
Your reaction?
Well, he's absolutely right that we want people in positions based on merit and based on their ability to do the job, not because they check off boxes. We're fortunate right now, even within the Republican Party, right, that we have so many qualified women, and you're seeing President Trump appoint those individuals, but it's based on merit. And that has always been the difference between how the Democrats have managed things and how the Republicans see things. And I think it's a smart move because obviously you're going to see incompetence. We saw a little bit of that under the Biden administration. Incompetent people put in roles where they could not do the job. OK, and it was just because this president wanted to check off boxes.
Congresswoman, before we run out of time, I do want to move forward, and that is obviously you guys kept the government open. It was only closed for about 37 minutes with this small, skinny continuing resolution. However, not included in there was addressing the debt ceiling, which the president-elect wants done. Where do you see that fight going, and how will that be handled once you guys start the 119th Congress on January 3rd?
It was a shame we could not have addressed that this weekend. I certainly voted for the Trump-endorsed plan because it made sense and it took something off the table that now he is going to have to deal with, and it gave the Democrats leverage to hold that debt limit over his head when he has a very big agenda on his plate, from the border to energy production to repealing unnecessary regulations to the tax bill. The whole tax code set to expire at the end of the year. We need to extend the Tax Cutting Jobs Act. So this is just another hurdle that now President Trump will have, and that's unfortunate. What I see is there was somewhat of an agreement, it seems, with members of our conference and the president. At least that's what the speaker told us, that if there were going to be a certain commitment to cuts in savings to reduce our debt, which, as you know, is now 120% of our GDP. All right, that's huge. Yeah. When I was born, it was 34%. There was some type of agreement there made that we would address the debt limit issue in exchange for those cuts. I still think it's risky to punt it over to next year. I believe that we should have taken care of it as President Trump wanted, but there were 35 or so Republicans in our House that disagreed.
Yeah, and now questions about whether Speaker Johnson continues to keep control of the gavel. We shall see where it goes. Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis, thank you for taking time today, and have a happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.